Rising to you all at Echo Circle. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Today, I'd like to just caution you at what's happening in this messy, messy world and what you're giving your attention to. I've entitled today's topic, The Negative Lifeline. Because if you see the double slit experiment, whatever we channel our energy to actually literally manifest more of that in our life. So I wanted to just dive into this just on surface level so that you can get into doing your own research and tether your attention to things that really matter. Don't be rattled. Can you see that polarity is really magnifying now? Good morning, Lauren. It's great to see you here. So, as light comes into the light body, darkness is revealing its face. So there's no better time than now to be manipulated, to be rocked, to be entrapped back into a state of fear. As you are starting to heal your nervous system, the temptation to go back to what feels normal is the brain's natural state. The brain is in essence a receiver, and it loves the lazy way out. It loves the way that you're accustomed to. That's why people find it so difficult to break into change for their health, well-being, for their meditation, or even changing their business status. To try something new feels foreign, it feels scary. And so we stay in the old trap loop. Give me a thumbs up if this is resonating for you, because all of us have been trapped somewhere, whether it's what we eat or how we exercise or don't exercise, trying something different, because it's been taught to us that to do something different is out of our comfort zone. But to quantum leap, you must jump out of this Pandora's box. You must take the lid off and just try something new. So scientists have discovered that the act of observing, which is giving your attention and measuring light, actually in this experiment, the double slit experiment, it can influence the behavior of the atom at quantum level. And that's what we need to understand. Our focused, tethered attention actually helps create, and we give the attention with our thoughts. Whatever we're thinking about, we're magnifying, we're attaching to. And I don't think many of us really realize how sacred this is as a process, how powerful we are as a collective, until we learn to give attention without judgment. That's what breaks it down. That is called non-polar neutral attention. It's neither positive nor negative. So if you were a master manipulator and you wanted to manipulate someone, I'm not saying you would, but you know, there are some that do, they would hook you in using your thoughts and emotions. They would hook you into thoughts and emotions that were comfortable to the process that you've been living in an unhealed nervous system. But resisting the negative experiences, all it does is give power to them. It's like pushing on a locked door, and once that door breaks through, you're pushing so hard, the door hits you in the face physically. We're talking about this on energetic levels now, that what you resist persists. So let's wheel in some scenarios. You get some bills come in today. Maybe a massive tax bill that was unexpected, and instead of letting that rock your world, because what we resist persists, just receive it without giving it a positive or negative. No judgment. This is what breaks the wave and allows the emotions to pass, or the scenario to pass. So we're seeing things on our social media, on the news, we're seeing things that wheel us into this emotional attachment. Know that that's done by design. Why do you think movies and advertising use music to manipulate you? You can always tell when the scary bit's coming or when the sad bit's coming, right? Because the music, sound frequencies, are wooing you in to be attached to that. That's what makes a successful movie or a successful advertising campaign. Trust me, I know. I came from working in advertising when I was young. Magazines and all of these media, the goddess media, uses this control and manipulation in order to Ask for your sacred attention and energy. So let's try this. Let's try accepting the worst case scenario. Yeah, I do this daily. Trust me. Like, there's always ups and downs in our lives, but if I can be okay with the worst case scenario, okay, I jumped into the Kangen business knowing that the worst case scenario was that I wouldn't sell any. Did it happen? No. But because I faced my fears head on, I alchemized them. That's how powerful you are. So the hooks to tether you to negativity are these three things: fear, anger, and pride. Can you see that being manipulated at puppet state in the collective currently? It keeps us in the loop. This is the shaking. This is the separation of the who's who in the zoo. Even for those that profess to be awakened, if they are being pulled back into the energies of fear, anger, and pride, I would suggest that you need to witness that without any attachment. No positive or negative. My phone's being a bit floppy today. No negative attention, because the negative attention creates a spiral, which is what? You will attract more of the same. So if I resist the bill, if I resist the negative, I will attract more bills into my life. If I resist the fear, I will attract more fear into my life. But if I face the fear, or the bills, or whatever it is in your life, the negative relationships or the friendships that aren't so great, if I face those fears head on, I alchemize them, not giving them any energy, no judgment, no positive or negative. I'm sitting straight, bang, smack in the middle of the scales. I then am able to alchemize that, and it will pass over me, and I can tether my sacred energy to something more positive. Because if you are giving your positivity and your thoughts intentionally, you are attracting then what you are worthy of. So shift what's within you that's attracting you to things, the pendulum, the spiral that's wooing you back in to these unhealed feelings, the fear, the pride, the ego state. If you can shift that today, I promise you will manifest light. You are a light being, attracting light particles. Make sure that your attention is given only to the things that you want more of. I love you. I hope this helps you process.